Hello, and welcome to the Mario Arcade. So, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. We are quickly coming up in the finale. If my chair cooperates. Okay. God damn, that thing is loud. So, we have only one dungeon left to conquer. And conquer it we shall. In fact, we're right at the entrance of it. And after this, there's just a minor issue of the powerful wizard, thief, king, who's wielding the ultimate power. But we'll get to that when we get there. I'm sorry, Link. You deserve better and I'll let you down. I'm gonna be making excessive use this baby here. Love the ambience. I also only one who has sacred feet can cross the Valley of the Dead. Okay. Huh. Little far. Oh wow. They showed me. Okay, should probably stop holding it down and just let Link do his thing. There we go. Okay, that's a little ways away. I'm kinda glad that one who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. Kinda glad we're doing this one last. Shadow Temple. Here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Wow. I'm glad we're doing this one last, because in my mind it will always stick out as the scary one, the tricky one. So the one I have the least recollection of. Like a lot of the stuff we saw in the Spirit Temple I still had kind of down. Like the mirrors. The rotating mirrors, all the light puzzles. Excuse me, I'm getting harassed by ghosts. Or did they turn it around? Oh wait, you have to not use it. I don't think the light signifies anything. Oh. Like the glowing eyes, I mean. Okay, means I'm in the annex, and there's the exit. Oh Christ, it's that asshole. Yeah, dude. Come on. Speaking of arrows, we went through so much trouble getting this. Oh. Oh, never mind then. What a quitter. Oh, getting those right away. Okay. The downside, no traction. As I call them, the bunny slippers. Sliding into Ganon's DMs like. Okay, so this might be where we came from. No, it was the map run. Oh, okay. This is where it came from. They seem a little late. I mean, they share the curse of all late game Zelda items, that you don't get much use out of them, even though you can kind of see that there may be more potential there. Or maybe they put them at the end because they couldn't think of any. Okay. They couldn't think of much more interesting to do with them. And, this looks interesting. And a side effect is that you kinda quickly forget about them, or that you have these. This is where we came from. Also, that looked interesting. Shit. Okay, there's one on either side. Let's just pick this one. Anyway, my point is, you might forget about the hover boots in a hurry after this dungeon, even if there is yet another dungeon to go where it's marginally useful. But the thing is, there's a phase in the Ganon fight that can be really nasty. Unless you have those boots on, then it's trivial. Oh, whoa. Where did I come from? South. Okay. So we're going anything but south. We worked really hard to open this. Well, that's Oh. The ice physics of the boots are right now. Oh, okay. Actually, more of a nuisance than all that great. But to be honest, I'm just too lazy to take them off every time. This wall, it's saying something. It says, if you want to see a ferry to the other world, come here. Okay. Actually, that's... no. It's not the only way to go. There was also the room with the laser eye. And we had another option there. But I can see Gipto. Really? Nothing? I mean, I can just do this with my sword. It's a very good sword. I'm a little disappointed. Huh. Compass get. So I have no idea how long today's stream is going to be. Oh. Wait a minute. Because it's not inconceivable that this dungeon will take us maybe an hour or two. After this we beat Ganon in like 30 minutes, and then there's that. Okay. You know what? Good on them for still being able to surprise me this late into the game. The next game I had in mind. Why can I not? The next game I had in mind is Ico. Although I'll probably refer to it as Ico here and there. Yeah, I don't know if I just want to jump into that. I'm just gonna make it a shorter stream. Or maybe instead of starting Ico right away. I'm just gonna play something that isn't a big adventure game. Which one? Also, if there is a if there are War Masters here. Oh yeah. Hey buddy. Please stay out of my hair for a little bit. Yeah. One game I've been playing by myself the other day, was the original Doom. I know I've been saying quite unkind things about Bethesda, and actually, yeah, I stand by them. They have not been kind to their reputation, that's for sure. But yeah, Doom 1 and 2, on to the third one, but I'm not terribly interested in playing that again right now. Anyway, they had a very, very good deal on them, yeah, on the Nintendo eShop. And I was like, oh yeah, Doom 1 and 2 probably play okay on a controller. Turns out I was absolutely right, since there is no vertical aiming. Twin sticks control these games like a dream. Probably another reason why I didn't jump on the discount for the third game. It's this more of a conventional first-person shooter. As we come to get used to them these days. And the big issue I have with Doom is motion sickness. These old-timey shooters with the very, very fast movement. Maybe it's also a field of vision thing. Like, modern first-person games I can do fine. Not much of an issue there. But whenever I try to revisit the original Doom games, or Duke Nukem 3D, which, you know, is a game that, in terms of characterization, hasn't aged well at all, but you can still see why it was so damn influential in its heyday. Yeah, games I kinda wanna revisit, but the stomach won't let me, and yeah, the Switch games were fine. Like, I felt a little queasy here and there, but other than that, it's perfectly okay. I would say this, that the wild goose chases for keys of various colors as a basic game mechanic. I know they're the entire point of Doom, besides the shooty bang bang part, and being like, that's really not for me. It's fine, and I'm guessing that back in '93, the very open level designs must have been an absolute treat, and that's kind of what how I felt about Duke Nukem 3D when I played it on a friend's PC back in the day. Sure, there was the naughty humor, but also these levels felt very. They took the Doom thing of being very open-ended, and also made many of these stages feel a little more lived in. And that was great. It was exciting at the time. And although I will say this, Duke Nukem 3D, more than any other game I've ever played, suffers from the whole shareware syndrome. In the sense that these games were front-loaded with the very best that they had to offer. Like the first handful of levels in Duke Nukem 3D just stands out. And after this, it's not bad, but it sure as hell doesn't have the level of polish and, you know, or feeling like an authentic place rather than a random collection of corridors or canyons. Should be more patient. But yeah, so that's an option. If we beat Ganon in a hurry and I still feel like streaming, then we could also play some Doom. Probably won't. Probably won't start the game from scratch. Although, maybe. Oh, what the hell? It has a level select now, so can do whatever we feel like. The whole Doom phenomenon was very much a thing I was on the outside of, because back in the day I didn't have a PC. And also my parents were somewhat mindful of the whole violent video game thing. I'm pretty sure if our family had had a computer, they wouldn't have approved of me killing demons with chainsaws on it. Heck, I'm still happy that I got away with only all of the Eye of True will find a stone umbrella that protects against the rain of blades. Yeah, there we go. Oh, where's that spoiler? Well, they say Sense Fortress was a shithole in terms of deadly traps. probably push it in such a fashion where it blocks both of them. I will say this, a lot of the games that had a lot of hype around them for being very bloody back in the day. I'm not sure a lot of them still hold up in terms of playability, but maybe I'm just being a snob who just likes Street Fighter better than Mortal Kombat. And it would be disingenuous of me to go like, oh yeah, Mortal Kombat only ever had the gore factor. Us Street Fighter kids, we had really great games. You know, that's revisionist bullshit. Plus, I won't pretend for a second that I didn't think back in the day that the fatalities in Doom were the sickest shit I've ever seen. Well, there's another access to this room. You can just climb on these. Oh, no hidden ladders, nothing. Guess there might be another access point. Not. I might be thinking two-dimensional. Two-dimensional. Regarding Ico, I don't think I ever finished it. Shit. used to know how... Oh, are those just wooden planks? Oh, good. Oh, 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 oh. What am I missing here? Let's just... Oh, there's a switch there. Let's just move on. See if we can find something else somewhere. Maybe the game will even let us. Looks like we very much need a key. Oh. Shit, I just got it. There is a very small indentation in the floor, and if we get this block up there, if we get it all the way over there, we'll be able to mount the block. At least that's the theory. Haha! Bucket, I'll take it. Neat how they guide you through this. Giving you a through line to get back. Oh yes, please. These bastards. By the way, whenever I refer to game designers or level designers specifically as bastards, it's generally a form of endearment. Sure. Oh, with the boots. Okay. Need now to walk around here. Just need to get up. My fancy boots on. Well, I beefed that in more than one way, didn't I? Well, I'm sure I'm in no immediate danger. Debatable. The amount of Skulltulas that they're giving me in this place, we might just get that heart piece. It's neat because 15 hearts is generally a good number to have in the final boss fight. I was about to say that they gave us this key rather unceremoniously, but you can't say they gave it to us without fanfare. They give you everything with fanfare. And I blow these up, you know. Oh, that's fine. That Skulltula gets shredded into little bits. Are you not entertained? Huh. That's evil. Yeah, I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. Those who have sacred feet should let the wind guide them. Then they will be led to the hidden path. Oh. Also there's totally an invisible chest in here. First things first. Guide me, wind. Oh! There's a key. I love how I was forced into the stasis and then the pot just flew through me. Like, yeah, I mean, we're already holding him against his will. We can't just start throwing pottery at him. We're not savages. Hold up. Gotta refill my soda. I'm pretty happy with the power up now. It's just been steadily going up the past few sessions. Getting close to 100. What are you? Oh, you're the bell on the creepy ship. You're a shortcut. That wasn't wise. Who's outside of the hall? It might just be from the other side. Hey. I'll do this. Shame. I was kinda hoping that Navi would fly through whatever hidden passage there was and deal with it that way. Oh. Oh, maybe it was much simpler than... Hey, buddy. And thus it became a lullaby. Say. Abandoned ship! Abandoned ship! Oh wow, that ship sunk fast. Oh, guessing we're doing that again. Is this more of a bonus area? Is neither of it? Ah, I need a key. Well. Are you? Okay. Probably don't need magic for that. Who's the War Master now? There's probably more of them here, isn't there? No, actually. Oh, they're invisible now. By the way, how's the healing situation? We're down one fairy, but still have 2 blue elixirs. That's pretty solid. There's the key. Well, I really liked hanging out here, huh? Yeah, just one more spider friend. That's also just about the amount of skulltulas that I wanted to find in this playthrough. wouldn't say this dungeon is dull. In fact, I'm having fun. But it has a certain mood. And I for one could stand to be done with it soon-ish. Oh no, you don't. Oh, just a big payday, huh? That's okay. Cute. He said, hoping this would work. Hmm. It's probably a good call to do this clockwise. Buddy, you earned yourself a trip. To the how do I put myself back together workshop. We'll be joined by skeletons. And Jabu Jabu's lower intestine. Seems weirdly random, but okay. Let's go on this journey. I mean, 3 hearts. In a dungeon where you could really need it. I still wonder if there's more to this place. And I should probably look with the proper utensils. Nope, nothing. Well, Still, thanks a bunch. Really? No War Masters? No ice spitting fire? Darkness. Oh, oh. Oh. Now here's a boss who knows how to get you fired up. Bongo bongo. Oh damn. Right it through the grapevine that the ice arrows worked wonders against Bongo Bongo's hands, but this is pretty great, yeah. To be fair, we're messing with his music. Can't use both, huh? And now do I just... Ah, the weak point opens. Also, I wonder what a hammer does in this place. Attack it like that. Oh, lightning magic, huh? Shit, I think we're done for, actually. And I did not save. Where would the next fairy fountain be? That's fine. Or maybe it's not fine. Dude. Wrong time. Link, feel free to loosen the arrow when I let go of the button. There you go. Oh yeah, wait. That one was the really dull one. I need to play it twice too. Left, right, A, left, right, down. I would hope that we get enough magic back on our way through the dungeon. I mean, we probably have to fight a couple of redads, and they are very reliable when it comes to green drinks, but anyway, well, yeah, that looks fine. Oh, actually, it wasn't. I mean, this is clearly a case of you can't take it with you, right? Oh, then again. Oh, come on, pay up. Those I will take. Yep, that's where I wanna be. Here's some background noise. Let's take just this one. That's fine. Good. Okay. Oh no. I tried opening the manual. So, the Wii U is a great device. It plays Wii U games, Wii games with a little tinkering, it plays GameCube games on nearly native hardware with little to no emulation. I prefer its Virtual Console offerings to just about any N64 emulator. And it has an HDMI output, which makes it a freaking awesome device for me to stream from. What I don't like is that you sometimes run into these roadblocks where you either have the gamepad handy, preferably charged, or you shit out of luck. Anyway, I just Why would I? God damn it. And just simply rebooted the Wii U because without the gamepad, which isn't charged, it's like, as far as I know, it's impossible to get out of this original manual mode. And now we do use the gamepad. Okay. For some reason, the restore point was the old one. Now, the one before we even entered the temple from the beginning of the session. I'm just gonna take that in stride now and walk through the damn temple again. Also, how shitty is it that this is a chasm you can't just cross with the boots you get in this temple? can I just... Later. Okay. Hey. By the way, how necessary are these boots in this fight? I mean, sure, I jump around a lot, but... That's our first fairy. Probably good tools. I probably wanna shoot the thing when it comes for me. I mean, I kinda get that I can only have one thing draining my health, but... it's still annoying. I think. Oh, ice things. Not as cool as I... Heh, cool. That's not as useful, actually. Okay. Okay, I guess if you make a fist just hard enough, it becomes impervious to arrows. Also, wow, that stump? That's unusually grisly for Nintendo. God damn it. Maybe it's a little bit a game of chicken. Yeah, totally is. Players out. Honestly, with a little bit of reworking, this could have been a Dark Souls boss. The boy with the noble Zelda's ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I'm Impa, one of the Sheikah. I'm Princess Zelda's caretaker. I'm also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. We Sheikah have served the royalty of Hyrule for generation to generation as attendants. However, that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When last I saw you, we made our escape from the castle. You were just a lad. Now I see that you have become a fine hero. There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Give it 5 minutes. Soon you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face, and she'll explain everything. That is, when we, the 6 Wise Ones, will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. I have to stay here. You go to Princess Zelda's side, and protect her on my behalf. Now I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. I don't think the medallions are ever helpful in any capacity. Like, there's probably a moment near the final battle where you channel their awesome power, but ultimately, yeah, they're just trinkets. Please look out for the princess. Link the hero. Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Before that, though, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one who's waiting for you at the Temple of Time. Hey. Maybe an extra fairy, and ideally maybe a heart piece and a sculpture one. I know exactly where we could get an extra heart piece. Didn't use any of the potions, but we did use both fairies. Okay. So... Oh, this would have been so much easier. Well, I don't know for the next time I play this game. It will probably be in several years and I won't remember this bit, but... Oh. there's a Skulltula. I imagine Nighttime Kokiri Forest might have one or two. We were about to end the game. I could teleport to Kakariko, or could take the scenic route. Between me looking up the song and then needing like 3 attempts to play it, this is probably still faster. Good girl. The curse has been broken. Thank you. Here's a reward for you. Yeah, 15 hearts. I talk to you. Oh, bunch of bump shoes. Okay. Well, sorry buddy, not in this playthrough. But yeah, I would go as far as saying we are ready for this. Been waiting for you, Link. Link, the hero of time. You've overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. And now you have a final challenge, a showdown. Ganondorf, the King of Evil. Before that, I have things I want to tell only to you. Please listen. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk, the Sheikahs. If you would seek the Sacred Triangle, listen well. The resting place of the Sacred Triangle, the Sacred Realm, is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. The heart of one who enters it. If an evil heart, the realm will become full of evil. If pure, the realm will become a paradise. The Triforce, the Sacred Triangle. It is a balance that weighs the 3 forces: power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of the one who holds the Sacred Triangle has all 3 forces in balance, that one will gain the true force to govern all. But if that one's heart is not in balance, the Triforce will separate into 3 parts: power, wisdom, and courage. Only one part will remain for the one who touched the Triforce, the part representing the force that one most believes in. If that one seeks the true force, that one must acquire the two lost parts. Those two parts will be held within others chosen by destiny, who will bear the Triforce marks on the backs of their hands. It's actually the first time they established this trinity, huh? 7 years ago, Ganondorf, the King of Thieves, used the door to open this. You opened in the Temple of Time and entered the Sacred Realm. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. The Triforce separated into 3 parts, only the Triforce of Power remained in Ganondorf's hand. Literally. The strength of the Triforce of Power enabled him to become a mighty evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold the 2 other Triforce parts. The one who holds the Triforce of Courage is you, Link. And the other who holds the Triforce of Wisdom is the 7th Sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all. I thought she was summoning her Megazord, but I guess that's good too. It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please forgive me. On that day, 7 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant, Impa. Oh, did it even put in the shield we used? Thought I should entrust the ocarina to you. I thought that would be our best chance. It was a grave miscalculation, but yeah. As long as you had the ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm, but something I could never expect happened. After you opened the door of time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. Your spirit remained in the Sacred Realm, and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm. Ganondorf had become the evil king, and the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. All of this is an unfortunate coincidence. I passed myself off as a Sheikah and hoped that you would return. I waited for 7 years. And now, you're back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf, the evil king, will end. The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm. I will then seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus Ganondorf, the evil king, will vanish from Hyrule. You're really just passing the problem on to whoever lives in the Sacred Realm. In order to do this, I need your courage again. Please protect me while I do my part. And here is a weapon that can penetrate the evil king's defenses, the power given to the Chosen Ones, the Sacred Arrow of Light. They keep talking about the Sacred Realm, as if this was a place that we might one day go. We never do in this game. And it feels like they were already very eager to just recycle beats from previous games. Because in A Link to the Past, which ironically has nothing to do with time travel, the Dark World is the Sacred Realm that was perverted by Ganon. That rumbling, it can't be. He's been playing us like a fiddle the whole game. It's absurd that we even win in the end. Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. I commend you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. But you let your guard down. I know you would appear if I let this kid wander around. My only mistake was to slightly underestimate the power of this kid. Oh, that's Donnybrook. Oh, it was not the kid's power I misjudged. This was the power of the Triforce of Courage. But with the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, when I obtain these 2 Triforces, then I will become the true ruler of the world. If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle. Well, challenge accepted. Link, can you hear me? It's Rauru the Sage. We 6 will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Ganondorf's Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda. Ah yeah, 6 mini dungeons. This is really cool. But I think it would be even more effective if this bridge just appeared on Ganon's behest. Because he's like, oh yeah, come inside. We need to talk. And or murder each other. Well, can be helped. Let's go. There a temple. Oh, that's just evil. I'm supposed to roll them out of the way, so... Wait, didn't I destroy this one? Did it simply not connect? So I should use more bomb chews before the game's over and I didn't use them at all. So, in that spirit... Ah, shit. Coming back... Yeah, came back around. No kidding. Oh. Oh. Shit of your bullshit. I'm sick of your bullshit, Harry. I call him Harry? I should call him Wally. Yeah, let's call him Wally. Nah, let's leave him alone. I'm guessing this is either a sword or light arrow situation. Yeah, this is definitely a light arrow situation. The spirit barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, kid. Do we get oh, good. Oh, sure. Let's get this old chestnut out of the way. Charming. Must I? Must I really? This is fire, right? Yeah, are they? Oh, they just keep coming. This is fire. Oh, fuck you. Just cold. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Yep. No, Link, don't. No. Would you? Yes, please. But don't. If I don't pick up that fairy, I can get her again on my way out. Really? Timer just keeps going, huh? Nasty. The water barrier is dispelled. Hurry up. Okay, what else is aggravating? Oh yeah, the Shadow Temple. Had a lot of bullshit. Sure. Sorry, buddy. No digestible shields. Shit. I've made this. We'll admit. Maybe being a bit too lax with actually. Let's maybe not do this 5 times. Like, for stupid reasons such as these. Me not paying attention. Yeah. Kinda have to know. And there's a good chance it's just gonna be some bullshit that... Deep breaths and think. Yeah. Why? I'm just gonna write this off as something that could be nice, but it's not gonna be the gloves. It's the gloves that we want. The shadow barrier is dispelled. Please save the princess. Maybe you can do it with the boots. Nope. It's tempting to just try to get by with the floaty boots in any and all situation, but ultimately not strong enough yet. Hi cat, how are you? Oh. Alright. Give this cat a few pets. And then maybe she wants to settle down on my lap. Are you in cuddle or in exploration mode? Let's have a look. No, nothing here. Oh, I think I know what needs to happen here. For that we indeed need the bigger boots. No, the bigger gloves. Okay, let's try to get out of here somewhat dignified. Not sure that's possible, but oh, it looks. God, I hope it's not connected to that one switch we didn't flip in the shadow area. That would suck. Probably just gonna be a bunch of arrows. Not even that. Fire to destroy, done. Okay. We're gonna need boots of some variety. Yeah, it's right there. I'm so stupid. Let's... Well... Well, actually, no. Can just take this easy. Nope. Oh dear. Shit. Shit. Doesn't count. Good. Let's just win this. The forest barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, Link. Did I forget anything? Okay, the light barrier is protected by something really... it might just be in the Shadow Realm. Fuck me. Fuck my rotten luck. Goddamn. Analog emulation. What? Ah. Yeah, that wasn't me. I simply didn't pay attention. I mean, he got me once. His raison d'etre has been fulfilled. Okay. Let's do this without the floaty boots. But with a quick save. A little random, but sure. You found the golden gauntlets. You can feel even more power coursing through your arms. Grab with A and lift stuff up. Oh. They asked me so nicely. How about that big chunking block right outside the castle? Okay. You know, Link, you could just punch Ganon to death. With this kind of power. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Courage. I'm going to enhance your defensive power. You receive it now. Yay! Double hearts. Your defensive power has been enhanced. Damage inflicted by enemies will be reduced by half. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Sweet. It's not much for architecture, that Ganon. Sturdy barrier. So what are these? Are they all traps? Yep. That's certainly one. Oh. Good thing we saw that ferry, right, Link? Yeah. Really? Seems a little checked out, but okay. Huh. Um... Ah, shit. Let's roll with it. You sneaky fucks. The light barrier is dispelled. Hurry. Dungeon managed to keep us a little more busy than I thought. I'd forgotten how involved this all is. Didn't even need the red tunic. The fire barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, brother. I like how they all told me to hurry up, except for Impa. She asked me to save the princess. Nice little bit of characterization there. Okay, we made it to the tower. I'm gonna take a quick break because I really need a sandwich. And, yeah, after this we'll finish Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. See you in a few minutes. Okay, so here we are finally in adjust this in Ganon's Tower. Really? Just go with regular arrows for the moment. I feel they could have done this whole thing where you have to beat two of them before and beat the second one before the other one gets back up again. Because sometimes in life you get knocked down, but you get up. Sorry, never mind. But other than that, what I really love about Ganon's Tower in this game, it's not they still hit like motherfuckers. It's not the expensive dungeon we've seen in A Link to the Past. In fact, it's a very brief affair. It's very much a rehash or an encore dungeon. I mean, Link to the Past had that too, but it was also more of a big interconnected thing, like a proper dungeon, rather than you just going through a series of challenges that seem kind of like stuff you've done before. And I'm not trying to knock this. What I really like about this specific section is how it builds atmosphere and tension. Probably not with that yet. Because the music gets ever louder, the corridors become more opulent and brighter. To the point where you pretty much know when you're at the top. Also, for some reason, it never struck me as comical that he's actually playing this damn organ. When I first faced this, I'm not sure what kind of expectations I had, but I kind of thought that if he turns around, is he gonna look like a pig? Because that was part of the lore. Up to the point that it was that Ganondorf touched the Triforce and warped reality around him, but he was also basically made part of that reality, and his inner nature became apparent. Ergo, he became a pig. Yeah, but we're not there yet. Not quite. The Triforce parts are resonating. They're combining into one again. The two Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect they would be hidden within you too. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me. Link, I can't help you. Because of the waves of darkness, I can't get close. I'm sorry, Link. A great king of evil. Oh, that's just rude. Really? We have to climb back up? Yeah, okay. So I mentioned earlier that some items can get a little bit lost in the shuffle and we forget about them because they either appeared and then weren't important for puzzles anymore, or you get them very late into the game. But these boots, these goddamn boots. Ah. Right, Ganondorf. So this is kind of a fusion of the Aghanim fight in Link to the Past, along with the Ganon fight, where he... So he both throws energy balls at us that we need to reflect, and he's messed with the floor. Yeah, but as far as quote-unquote rehashes go, this is a pretty neat recombination. Plus it's just so well done. I like how we don't even quite see him. The lighting in this scene is terrific. He's just this dark figure with glowing eyes, and whenever he casts a like a light ball, that light vanishes from the room, which is kind of scary. And it kind of also reflects just who Ganon is at his core. In the sense that his whole thing is that he takes, and not just in a sense that, well, he takes something Or he takes power, specifically, and he gets it, and that's that, but well, that's a very roundabout way of saying he's a thief. And the kind of thief that doesn't just do it for sport or for whatever reason. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. Basically, this is a roundabout way of me making an environmentalist argument here. In the sense that he's very much a character who takes and doesn't care about the consequences, so he gets ultimate power. The land around him withers and dies. Well, sucks to suck. And, what he is, this has become a very deliberate characterization. Oh, his cape gets progressively more fucked up. Oh, am I glad I remembered that. Great evil King Ganondorf beaten by this kid. Oh, he said our name. Need glass insurance? On my first playthrough, Zelda appearing was almost secondary. I was like, no, this can't be it. This can't be it. There has to be more. Because, I guess Super Nintendo era RPGs have trained me to expect, like, at least two phases for every fight. Ganondorf, pitiful man, without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and... yeah. Speaking of righteous or self-righteous, you make your speeches, and, well, the tower collapses. Think, listen to me, this tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Wait, how much can it be? Like a 5 heart drop? Please follow me. Right, there's a little bit of co-op here. Also, I've used the Bikaran sword for this entire playthrough, and it's done us good, but I wanna do this in style. Watch out for falling rebel. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, she's a glorified door opener in this sequence, but still, I appreciate that Zelda gets something to do. And the fact that she's She's pretty powerful. Still, given that she's also Sheik, she should be... She should be way ahead of us. I'll say this, as a whole, I probably like... Alright. Let's do this, boys. She gave us her heart. 5 of them. Oh, Time Lords have nothing on her. But yeah, by now it's kind of a meme. Zelda puts on a dress, and no matter how competent she was before, she becomes the... She becomes quite helpless and incapable. And that kind of sucks, but we've also seen an evolution of that. Like, here it's... The contrast between Sheik and Zelda is almost... is almost comical. With Tetra and Zelda in Wind Waker, it's a little less pronounced. Like, sure, she puts on the dress, she gets captured, but at least in the ending, she's the one wielding the bow and arrow, and that's pretty cool. And in Breath of the Wild, it is, they at least tell you that in the 100 years of your absence, she was the one holding down the fort. Not that you get to see that, but yeah. It's over. It's finally over. Link, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. Again, the lighting is so good. Oh wow, thought he had a little speech, but no. He just... yeah. He just goes for it. There's no way he's going to hold me back again. This time we fight together. I really have no idea what his weak point is. Really good. Okay, there's a bunch of ways to hurt him. They kinda want you to think on your feet and maybe use the hammer or bow and arrow until the Master Sword becomes available again. There's some mild suggestions on what you can use. It's I had almost forgotten. No, I had forgotten about this. The whole deal with the Master Sword being removed. So yeah, I could do this faster with the big Goron sword, but I just want to enjoy this fight. The music, the apocalyptic ambience. Ganon's character model is freaking off the hook, except maybe for his glowy tail. Like, they went from, oh yeah, he's supposed to be a pig, huh? Yeah, how do we make a pig really messed up? Does my character model still show that I have the Master Sword? That's weak. Maybe to indicate that I have the big Goron sword in reserve? Let's say it's that. Let's just say it's that, and Nintendo didn't make a really silly mistake. Not sure if it was intentional, but Ganon's face, when you catch glimpses of it, it looks a bit vacant. Like, as if his bestial form is just kinda checked out. Like, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna lose my mind and turn into a mindless abomination if I do this, but I want those kids dead. Just made me wonder, I've never really quite fully understood if William Birkin in Resident Evil 2 injected himself out of a bid for survival, or because he wanted revenge. Let's chuck a potion. wondering if there was maybe a little Easter egg. Zelda, if you want to toss me that sword... Any minute now. I've played Smash Brothers, I know she can jump that high. There we go. And this with light arrows seemed, you know, very much in canon. Link, the Master Sword is here, hurry up! We got it. We got the blade that makes great pancakes. Can we block any of his shit? Can. Impressive. I used to replay that fight a lot as a kid. Because it's really good and I like final battles. To me, I like great finales, like when they have pathos and sights and, you know, just all around entertaining stuff. It's probably why Aliens to this day remains one of my favorite movies of all time, because it ends on such an incredible high note. It's a great movie throughout, but it just, oh, I could use those arrows. Maybe, I don't know. Can we blind? We can blind him. We can totally blind him. And as such, replaying final battles from the last save I had, like Final Fantasy VII, Ocarina of Time, was something I would just do when I was bored. And, you know, pre-internet, you would get bored. Yeah, and I just love when a story like this comes to a very satisfying conclusion with great spectacle. And, let's say Ocarina of Time doesn't have to make up for anything with its finale. It's a great game throughout. Like, there's very little I criticized during my run. Like, and like there were only very few things that stood out to me as, I don't know, having badly aged or being bad to begin with. You know, you can't say his name. Anyway, great finales. Let's put a pin in there. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You use your sword and deliver the final blow. Yeah. Well. And it's basically, yeah, a quick time event. That was a Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. 6 sages, now! Six Sages sounds like a restaurant chain that serves breakfast all day. Ancients of Hyrule now open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. I guess to some extent this is now a prequel to A Link to the Past, right? I guess they kinda positioned it that way. But, let's not talk Zelda timeline. You. Curse you, Zelda. Curse you, sages. All love for me? Curse you, Link. Aww. Someday, when the seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants. As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. Right, he also still has it in Wind Waker. Just from the get-go. Thank you, Link. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world, for a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Excuse me. Link, give the ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Now, go home, Link. Regain your lost time. Home, where you're supposed to be. The way you're supposed to be. I never washed the ocarina. I'm sorry. Thank you, Link. Goodbye. Yeah. Yeah. Do I have criticisms? Like, I don't even take issues with the graphics. Like, I wouldn't go as far and call the washed out textures part of the charm. But it works. Everything visually in this game works. And And there's still vistas of genuine beauty in this game. You know, something maybe like, say, Mario 64 doesn't have quite going for it. No, this is all really pretty, and it endures, even though it was made in a time when games were just weird, in the sense that 2D graphics, like sprite-based graphics, had become so intricate and so sophisticated, and then 3D was the new kid on the block and was like, what's up? And you look at it today and you're like, Jesus Christ. Like, a bunch of Crash Bandicoot stuff was recently re-released, and I was never a Crash Bandicoot kid. But today I can look at Crash Bandicoot and be like, oh, yeah, that is a fun design. It only looked like shit because the PlayStation couldn't do better. Which is, yeah, no offense to Crash Bandicoot fans. Those games are fine. Hi, kitty cat. But yeah, it's a small wonder that this game still endures on a technical level, even though games were at a weird crossroads there, where everyone wanted to go 3D, but you also had to put in the work, and the work hadn't been quite put in yet. That makes any sense. Aww. Wow, they got super shittered. They are drunk. Yeah, there were maybe a couple of optional things in the Palace City that we didn't do. I also never talked to this guy. Why is Malon all grown up? Here's an interesting thought. Does Link now become a boy, but in this time? I always thought that he just went back to his own time, and that those 7 years just wouldn't be like that he basically prevented the bad things to happen. Oh well. Time travel is weird. Yeah, so, still, do I have criticisms? Few. I still like this better than Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask has a lot of personality and charm and really cool ideas. Oh, but as a game, its main conceit, the whole time thing, or rather the whole 3-day structure, can become a major pain in the ass. And we mitigated that by getting the respective songs early when we played it and used the guide here and there. But Ocarina of Time feels more approachable, not just in terms of its rather, I want to say, more pedestrian or run-of-the-mill story and the way the story is told. And, but also, the gameplay, it's all a little bit more straightforward, and, yeah. But here I am criticizing Majora's Mask. I guess some of the language and some of the, want to say values may be a little antiquated. I went into this earlier, just like how early on every major NPC has something to say about Link's manliness or growing up to be a man. And it's... yeah, I mean, I talked about this before. It is a game about growing up. Oh, he's definitely back in his own time. Yeah. I like to think that only those two in this timeline remember what happened. Yeah. But yeah, it's also the stuff with Ruto can be a little icky now and then, but it's humor that hasn't hasn't aged particularly well, and that's okay. It's nothing terribly offensive, and the whole thing about people like really pushing their values and perceptions of adulthood and manhood and Link. Yeah, it's fine. And yeah, other than that, I'm coming up short, and maybe that's why this game is still regularly referred to as one of the greatest games ever made. It holds up so well. All the dungeons have good theming, are well structured, are not too obtuse. Even the water temple. The water temple, the issues we ran into were a couple of chests we couldn't find, but it was never the water level mechanic in it. That was actually, yeah. That part was easy to follow, and yeah, Navi can be a little in your face about it, but again, I don't think she's as bad as people make her out to be. She's fine, and also as a companion, she's not a big character in this game. I guess that's for Twilight Princess. To expand on the permanent helper character also being a major character in the story. Wind Waker kind of flirted with that with the boat, but yeah, you don't have the boat in a dungeon. And yeah, visuals that still hold up in spite of the weird period this game was made in. The music's still fantastic. Combat feels pretty good, not quite as fluent as in later Zeldas, obviously, but for first 3D outing, all the gameplay really still clicks, and and also has very few cases of those forgotten items. At least not major items. Sure, some stuff you get, and it's kind of superfluous. Like the mask or something. But all the upgrades you get in dungeons feel very essential. I still think that an extra long hookshot should maybe not have been in the game to begin with, because if you don't know that you will get this sometime, you will probably feel really confused. Once you realize, oh shit, why doesn't my hookshot reach? It's right over there. The game doesn't really telegraph the whole add-on thing. Like if somewhere in town someone had been like, hey, I sell these super long hook shots, but you need to get me these things that you clearly won't have until later in the game. That would have been, I mean, I don't know how that would have been structured. To make it fun and engaging and somewhat plausible in the world, but yeah, I'm just spitballing here. Yeah, other than that, I've never collected all 100 Skulltulas, but I think it's perfectly reasonable that the real prizes, the real rewards only go up to 50. And as we've seen, even in a very casual playthrough, 50 Skulltulas, totally doable. And, yeah. The game also doesn't punish you for not getting all the heart pieces or anything, or the Skulltulas, or even a lot of the expansions to your ammunition. It's all very chill, very very rewarding. It's kind of a game with very flexible, a bit of a flexible difficulty. Like the main challenges are kind of static in a sense, but even those can be augmented by putting some stuff in your bottles and but yeah, it's a game that if you struggle with anything in it, chances are you can probably find a lot of stuff that will help you along the way. And I've played this game many times, so we were kind of always on top of it, and maybe only died like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. Plus maybe 4 times in the Twin Rover fight, because we got there with almost nothing left in the tank, but yeah. I'm just rambling, as I want to do after a long game. Yeah, there's really not much to add. I love this game thoroughly. I still think I don't think if it's my favorite 3D Zelda. And even, like, generally I always name Twilight Princess as my favorite Zelda. Because it's basically, it's kind of a soft remake of Ocarina of Time. Like, it takes everything Ocarina of Time did it, puts on a bit of spit and polish, adds my favorite support character from the entire series, and also has a really great art direction and atmosphere. Visually, it hasn't aged as well as Wind Waker, obviously, but I really like the whole Twilight style. That was always very engrossing, very eerie, and very a lot of fun. Yeah, I think we'll find out. I'm probably going to play Ico next. Not sure if that's gonna be Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, just to scratch those 2 off the list, because of course I should probably play Shadow of the Colossus on stream sometime. Might be both, simply because Ico is not a very long game. I imagine it'll be like 2 streams, maybe 3 at the most. And similar to Shadow of the Colossus, but anyway, some Team Ico stuff. And then I feel like doing Wind Waker HD. I've never played that version of the game. I bought it off a friend when they were getting rid of their Wii U, and I was like, hey, I still need this one. And it'll probably come to the Switch at some point, but I'm just glad I snagged that, because yeah, Wind Waker doesn't necessarily need it to be played in its HD version to be appreciated, but all the little gameplay tweaks I wanna have a look at, and yeah. Anyway, it's Friday night. Viewership isn't high. Why would it be on a Friday night? But still, thanks to anyone who dropped by, who watched the stream, who will maybe still watch the stream by way of reward. I'll be back maybe on the weekend, maybe only on Monday. We'll see. Thank you all for watching. If you're new here, please consider hitting the follow button so you get an you can get an online alert when the stream goes online. I'm still operating without a schedule. It's gravitating towards mostly afternoons, by that is European afternoons. But yeah, evening streams like this one still happen, and the most reliable way to catch my streams on the regular is by way of either Twitch notifications or Twitter, Mastodon, where I always post when I go online, along with a few Discords that I'm a member of. Yeah. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and I'll see you next time with Aiko. Bye.